Well, that was quite an see trying to get this stream going. So yeah, so I learned something. I was wondering why it wasn't working yesterday. As it turns out, I used so much data on the phone I've been using, my Pixel 6 Pro, that my carrier is throttling me. So yeah, so Google Fi, I guess, throttles, which I did not actually realize. Because I couldn't figure. And by the way, go ahead, drop a like, comment, subscribe, etc. in the chat, or at least a like. Because I haven't used this phone before, so I just want to make sure that everybody can see and hear me. So, oh, cool. Appreciate that thumbs up. So yeah, so I switched to. I have a second phone. So I'm gonna have to look into carriers. If anybody can recommend it. By the way, I only got like 2 to 3 hours sleep, so I'm gonna be a little sluggish. But I did want to get out here and just, it's a beautiful day here on Hubbard Way. So, whoa, yeah, this phone is smaller. I mean, it's a good phone. It's just not. It's not my primary. Yeah, if anyone could recommend a carrier that's better with unlimited data, that'd be much appreciated. Got to make sure I can see this chat because this phone is different. Like shoot. I want to push a button here, but I don't want to mess this up. But I need to make sure I can see the chat. What's this button? Fantastic. What's this? Oh, here we go. Live chat. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I couldn't figure out. I was watching this yesterday, it just wasn't working. I was like, oh, maybe there's a service interruption. But as it turns out, I just used too much data. So I'll stay on my other phone. So yeah, here we are. Hey, Fluffer Squirrel UK, how you doing? We're just talking about my phone service problems. I'm on my backup phones, so just let me know you can hear and see me okay. I've never used this one for streaming. It's pretty quiet here. Is anyone down here? I thought I saw DOA and some other streamers. That's why I came down here. If there's no one here, there is nothing for me to film and to show people. So let's see what's what. Oh, if there's a list, a creator list, and it will. Yeah. Put me on. Spread this channel far and wide. That's what I would love anybody to do. If it's a neighbor, friend, a list, yeah, please. You guys have my full permission for that stuff. I mean, not that you don't need my permission. You can send it anywhere you want. Yeah, appreciate you very much. Thanks for doing that. In my chat. All right, so I'm down here. In my bio, I also have links to my reporting on Scientology. If anyone ever wants to spread that, that's cool too. The 3-part series on the PPP loans. Hey, it's Eric. Hey, Heather. Hang on, one sec. Sorry, I'm on like 2-3 hours sleep. I'm a little out of it. Are you coming over here? Okay, I'll wait. Yeah. I'm so sorry. You're from, how do we know each other again?
I'm Heather in the library. I'm just a streamer from Phoenix.
Oh, hey, Heather. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you.
yeah, pleasure.
I thought I recognized you, so I had to say hey.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Hey.
Talking them.
Hey, Heather. Yeah, just, do you want to tell? Heather's a streamer from Phoenix. Heather in the library, right?
Heather in the library.
Nice to meet you, Heather.
Nice to meet you. I've been watching you guys forever. I feel like I know all of you.
Okay, cool.
Me, so it's weird.
No, it's not weird at all. I was like, and I'm not even though you're a streamer, I'm not like a stick the camera in the face person.
Oh, that's fine. Me either.
But like, so what brought you out here other than the obvious?
Just this.
Cool.
I had to come flip off the blue buildings in person and chalk them.
You came all the way from Arizona?
Yeah.
Wow. Have you been an activist a long time, or
No, never before this.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. Well,
Yeah.
welcome.
I was telling DOA. He's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never protested before this, and in the beginning it was addicting just seeing like all the stuff at the information center and
Wow.
the polling. But then you hear the stories and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's what's your channel, by the way, so people know?
At Heather in the library.
You heard it here first. Well, I don't know if it was here first, but you heard it right here.
But this community is just so amazing, and it's a good cause, so I had to come out. And I've done it in Phoenix a couple times. So
Okay.
It's pretty dead over there.
Yeah. Do they have a lot of Scientology complexes?
No, it's just one big building. Well, I guess they have like a little chapel and then a main building and a weird like parking entrance thing. So it's all kind of set back from the road. It's not like where you can just be right there.
Wow. That's yeah, it's I've lived here a long time, so it's like these protests have been fascinating to observe though, like as a reporter, just because like I never imagined something like this happening. Like
Yeah, it's crazy.
Man, I could feel I got 3 hours sleep, guys. I'm like sluggish. Like usually
Were you on stories last night?
Say again.
Were you on some stories last night?
I should say yes, but the truth is I was just out with some friends,
Oh, well, there you go.
being irresponsible, not getting sleep.
You need that. That's nice. You need to recharge.
You really do. Yeah. So are people here? Like, is DOA's here? I guess?
Yeah, he's over there. I just chatted with him. I think that Layla was here earlier and I missed her because I was eating lunch. But
Yeah, it's. I think I saw her stream. I guess she drove to maybe the information center.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's.
I might stop over there on my way out, but I don't know.
Oh, you got your cool. What do you use, iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I just found out I'm getting throttled because I use so much. I never started streaming until recently, so I was like, oh, there's a limit on data,
Oh.
like, or at least my carrier.
Okay.
I'm like,
This is my husband, Paul.
hey, Paul, Eric,
Nice to meet you.
pleasure. How you doing, man? What's going on?
He's an independent journalist?
Yeah. I
Cool.
covered Scientology. I covered the loans they got during the pandemic with the.
Sure.
So
Yeah, security loans
yeah,
and all that stuff.
that's it. So you guys came out all the way from Arizona, huh?
Did.
Wow. Are you a streamer too?
No,
Okay.
I'm interactive.
I stay away from the cameras from both sides. So.
No worries. Yeah, I told Heather I'm not real big on like I don't stick my camera in people's faces. Like
That's good. I think that just annoys people more than it does anything else a lot of times.
yeah, like the streamers or somebody because they're comfortable, but
Sure.
I'm not like
Random people on the street, it can be awkward.
yeah, I'm a reporter. I'm not I'm not an activist. Like I respect activists a lot. I just don't. It's not what I do.
Sure. Sure.
So you guys came out to see what's going on, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told him I had to get a picture kind of building flipping it off. So
Yeah.
DOA helped me out with that.
Yeah.
Chopped them over here with the foundation number.
I'm assuming they're done then.
I don't know what he's doing. I just told him we were heading out. So I could
Okay.
let him left. And
Okay.
we're going to head back to Arizona.
Oh wow, that's a quick trip.
But yeah, I'm just in and out.
All right.
Gotta
Well,
work tomorrow,
So
so.
I'm glad I got
yeah.
to meet you.
yeah, pleasure.
Keep it up.
And nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you.
Have a safe trip back, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Take care. Bye bye. Nice to meet some people. And that's a long trip, guys. I mean, it's not a short trip. Let's see what's up over here. he definitely was like, I mean, I didn't film there, but it's good because he definitely was like not interested in being filmed, and I totally respect that. How's it going, man? Just say hi. Yeah, not much, man. Just doing a little filming. No. Sorry, say again. Yeah, I've been here a while. It's just like going around the building, but I'll let you do your thing. I don't think so. Yeah, I was hoping to catch a couple of you guys doing your thing, but if not, I'll just hang out. All right, man. Talk to you soon. Say hello to DOA. Guess we can hang out here for a bit. Once you're awake, you can't go back to sleep. That's well said. Yeah, seemed like a very nice person. I have to check out her channel. It's too bad they're not. I mean, the thing is, guys, if there's no one out here, or there's, I can just stand here and talk, but nothing for me to cover, I guess. We can hang out for a bit, though. It's a beautiful day. That's cool, Fluffer Squirrel. I respect that, you know. It's totally cool. You could put, I mean, you could refer to me as a journalist in the list if you want, but whatever, it's your list, you know, if you just want to put down LA or whatever. I mean, as long as it helps spread the channel and get people to see a little bit, see a bit what I do, I really appreciate that. Yeah, I was like, for a second, I was like, oh, but I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm still like the lack of sleep. So I was like, wait, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, nice to meet you. You're a streamer. Cool. It's like, what? I'm lost. Yeah, okay. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We're rapidly approaching that threshold. It's like 3,000 hours and then 4,000 hours. There's 2 thresholds on YouTube for monetization. Nobody does this kind of stuff to get rich, but bringing in money will allow us to just do more. That's just kind of the truth of it. So I'm looking forward to that. We're getting close. Yeah, I can hang out here for a while, but if DOA is going to do his thing, but otherwise I guess I'd have to bail. Hey, Amy, how you doing? Feel weird kind of just standing here. Because I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I got to catch up on sleep, so I don't think I'll be making too many appearances today. I don't think I'll walk the boulevard. Although, who knows? Are there a lot of people out there? Yeah, there's a streamer from Arizona. I think she said Phoenix. I just met her for a second. She's very nice. Yeah. Chris is on Hollywood Boulevard. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna go up there, but if anyone else is coming here, that'd be interesting. Hey Brenda, how you doing? This might be a short stream. I think I'm gonna go down the block for a minute. Because I basically only come out when I know that there's going to be activists out here, and they were outside doing some stuff, doing their thing. But I guess when I got here, they were done. I tried to time it just right too. Hey, how you doing, man? I think DOA is getting out. That's nice. Thanks, nothing but love. Appreciate you. Thanks, Brenda. Even on 2 hours sleep, I'm pretty professional, but I'm also like cognizant. The less sleep you get, the more. Just when you having like, seriously, I think I got 2 to 3 hours sleep. But just, hey man, which is ridiculous. Like, I can't remember the last time that happened. So, that's not usually. I usually get the full 8 hours. Yeah, I am right now. Trying to build up some watch hours. I've got public records requests in for the 911 calls, a bunch of them related to these swattings. The one with DOA got refused. So I contacted a lawyer. As I mentioned, I'm still trying to like get that one. I filed 2 more. I mean, you don't know these things, guys. Like it's tough. Once you need a lawyer, it's just very challenging, and that's never happened. I've never had a problem getting 911 calls. So I've got some other stories that are in the early stages. I'm not going to go into here just because I'm getting them rolling, but like. I am getting kind of like, after I did those 3 stories on the loans, I moved on and I wrote about other things. When the protest started with William, I started like kind of like going back and looking at a few things again. Grounds for the refusal, Adam, were that it's an active investigation. That could be true. I mean, I'm not going to say that that's like crazy or something, like, but I think my radar is up enough because, like I said, it's really unusual to get refused requests for a 911 call. That's, if you're a reporter, that's one of the easiest things to get. Like, I'm talking about from any police department. I've requested those in a lot of places. I've never had one refused, not once. I know Zach, the other independent journalist, is out here. I know he's gotten a couple of the fire calls, which is interesting. I need to ask him or look at his requests, because those requests are public. Anybody can look at them. They're on the City of LA website. I need to see when those things happened and what the response was, and then compare them to the ones that I got refused and see why that is. It's also possible that the fire department might be releasing some of those things, and maybe they are, I don't know. Yeah, it's late in the UK. Oh, you've been filing requests, all good? Interesting. Is that, if you want to say, if you don't want to say, that's okay, but was that here in LA or another city? I'm just curious. So next week on the channel, as we grow the channel, I got our first interview lined up, like, you know, more like a sit-down interview. It's going to be Joey Scott, an independent journalist out here. He's written for Wired, The Guardian, and this story is about a trigger warning for violence, and it's about a fatal shooting of Savannah Graziano by deputies in San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies. It's a major story. You guys might have seen it. So Joey pried loose. It took him 18 months, but he was able to pry loose public records showing that the deputies out there unfortunately killed Savannah Graziano, who was the victim of a kidnapping by her father. It's very sad, very, very, very sad. And Joey's a real expert at public records. Okay, you put in a couple in LA. That's cool. Oh man, I did get a couple hours sleep. I canceled an appointment. Like sometimes it's not the worst thing just to hang out at home. You know what I mean? You know, my entire body though. You know, when you can just feel it. It's like, oh man. Happy Friday. It's awesome, bro. So other guests, William, Film the Police LA, Streets, he's gonna come on. I know I've said that, but I know not everybody is, new people come in here all the time, so, which is cool. I want to invite Daryl Lamont Jenkins, a close friend who's one of the finest activists in America. You guys might know who Daryl is. He runs One People's Project, and he exposes. He's just one of the best activists in America. He exposes and identifies people who, as Daryl says, hate has consequences. You can look him up for more info. One People's Project. Who else? Jeffrey King, I really want to invite on. Jeffrey came on my podcast. He's a journalist who runs Open Vallejo. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I highly recommend checking out Open Vallejo. Or if you're based in California, it's an independent reporting site that broke a massive story about it was corruption in the Vallejo Police Department, I think. I mean, they've broken more than one story, but that one was. Hey, man, how you doing? Hey, good to see you, man. Hey, I don't want to bother you doing your thing.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of in the blues today. It's just a bad night, guys.
I'm sorry, man. If it helps, I know the feeling. Yeah.
I was just in my field, just sitting there, and want to like. It's weird sometimes screaming when you're in your fields and like you're sharing that with the chat and the audience. Like sometimes it's too much.
Yeah, I mean,
you got 500 people up in your business.
Yeah, I told the other. I mean, I had said this to you, but like I told them, like I told some people the other day when it was like, I was like, hey guys, like I don't know. I just responded to the chat like, hey, you know,
We're humans.
Like
we have emotions.
But it was about equipment, and I was like, guys, like we need at least straight up, we need a little donation just to like chat. This is not directed at you. I'm just telling DOA what happened. Like people are like get this microphone and stuff. I was like, well, yeah, like help me.
Yeah.
Like
no, and that's how I've gotten all my stuff.
Yeah.
Have helped me.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's been great, but
I had someone send me a microphone. They said my sound was shitty. Same exact thing. I'm like, well, send me something. And it worked out for a little bit, but I didn't like it. Like
Okay.
I liked the mic attached to the camera or the stand. Though they were like Bluetooth. It's like another thing to connect to.
You're right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm tired. I got like no sleep last. Like I don't ever do that, man. But I was just out late.
Were you at La Poubelle last night?
No, I was just like was out with a friend and just got like 2 to 3 hours, which is awful. Like I don't ever do that.
I can't function without at least 6 hours. I don't know how people do it with less than 6.
Yeah, you're. I went home and knocked out for a while, but you're right. Like, figured I'd come down here and I heard your stream earlier, so
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I hope everything's fine. I mean, shit happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Did you see what happened at La Poubelle?
No, man. You want to catch me up or catch?
They had a man in a passed out man with a crutch. They put out in a chair and left him on the sidewalk.
I did see that. So he was in the bar and someone just put him.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I was trying to figure out who put him outside.
If that's not if that's not like a huge, that's just crazy. Like, what would go through their heads to do that? Like,
yeah, I was trying to go back and watch. I think it was one of the streams to see the beginning of that, and it was, like a good investigator, right? So I'm like trying to find it, but no one. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if anyone in the chat knows, did anyone catch this man being put in a chair, which is frankly, very concerning?
Yeah. That's good. That's a very good journalistic question. Like, is there actual firsthand knowledge of that man going from? But now I guess the chairs were from
Thanks, blah, blah, blah.
the chairs were from La Poubelle.
I think so. I mean, there's no, like, I've been in that neighborhood over 14 years, and there's like, yeah, they would have to have grabbed it from a business, I assume.
Yeah. I mean, I did see a guy the other day walking by with a computer chair. Like, it's not uncommon for a homeless person to.
Hey, how you doing? Oh, it's,
Bye.
that was Heather from Arizona. Someone said there was a car accident and they walked away yesterday.
Yes. And then,
Okay.
But then he was there. He wasn't there, and then he was there. So, yeah, but that is a good question. But if they did come out from there, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know what happened, but that's sad. Like, that's dangerous. Like, he had to go he ended up going to the hospital, right? Or something like that.
I guess.
I think someone, it looked like the fire department came or the medics, because in LA, for everybody, the medics and they're cross-trained, so like that's why when medics come, it's often, you see the fire truck too.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody else's city is the same.
It's like that in Chicago.
Oh, it is?
If there's a call, there's the ambulance come and the fire trucks come because one might get there faster than the other.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go. I don't know if you want to walk with me. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
sure.
fly her up all
Yeah.
the way.
That's good to know. I didn't know there was a song. I know the other song though that they did, but I never heard of that one. Very interesting. Stepping away from that music for a second. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? What's going on? Hey. My walk is going pretty good. I'm just stepping away from that loud music based on some sirens there. My walk's going pretty good, Sonia. I'm going on like 2 to 3 hours sleep, so every little bit helps get me active. Imagine blasting a song because you're so afraid of criticism. Like someone actually thought of that. That's actually kind of funny. It's real windy. I'm just gonna wait till he comes back because I don't want to deal with that music thing. I'll have to deal with it later anyway. That's a great song, by the way. Surprised it wasn't nominated for a Grammy, Oscar. Composition was good. As always, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Or tell somebody about the channel. How you doing? What's up? Hey, how are you? That's pretty suspicious. I feel like I should tell him I'm a journalist and this guy's hitting me with the long lens. I mean, I'm a public figure. Like, I don't particularly care if somebody takes a picture of me, and I'm not scared by whoever that is. Like, it doesn't mean anything to me. Like, when you've written about like Russian intelligence operations and private intelligence and organized crime and whatever, you, after a while, like, it's not like you love harassment or the dangers that come with this job, but you also, like, you kind of just, like, you don't think about it as much. I mean, everybody has a threshold for what they're willing to deal with. Yeah, I should have filmed it, but I was kind of like I didn't feel like it. It was right here. They pulled up with like a long lens. It looked like at first like it was like tourists or something, but it was weird. There's like pictures of me online. It's not that. If that's what I think it was, it's not even necessary. It's not like I'm not like some unknown person. Now these guys look like they're visiting. Public figure. Not a bad thing, I guess. think these guys are taking photos. I mean, not of me. They're just taking photos. That's so funny. Yeah, they're Are more people coming to this building? Yeah, like you guys watch more streams than I do. Like you're knowledgeable. Is it attracting people from out of town, activists? Like, what do you think? The FSB. Yeah, it's kind of old school. Like that's like some like Anthony Pellicano stuff. If anyone knows who that is, he was like that was a pretty funny story. It was like he was a private eye that all these like famous actors would hire, and so he got that reputation as being like private eye to the stars. And like later, it turned out that the stuff he was doing was like almost anybody could do it. Like it wasn't. I guess he was good at selling himself, but really. He wasn't doing anything that a competent, like just even a person who's just good with computers could do. So I think Chris Rock hired him for something, like a lot of famous actors hired him. Oh, sorry. Where'd DOA go? Oh, he's over there. Walk over here. Like I absolutely could not care less. I'm a reporter. Like, did you just get used to it? It's not fun, but wow, look at that. Look at that building. It's part of the job. Exercising my First Amendment right, all our rights. That music, it just sounds like someone screaming from the garage. Damn, that's loud. You can still hear it over here. I was just trying to get away from that. Sorry, man. Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah.
working my, I can't go too far.
Yeah.
Because they start tearing it down.
Yeah. I'm sure you have plenty more.
Yeah, I got plenty more, and it's a daily thing. You gotta do it every day.
Is that an anonymous mask?
Yes.
That's cool. I think I have a few of those too.
I ordered a variety pack, and it has a real cool silver one. Look at that.
It's a big truck.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's like,
They're going places with that thing.
they're trying to scare me.
Who's trying to scare you?
I was just talking about a car drove by and I thought they were like, you know, just you guys are activists, you guys are attracting people who are interested, but they pointed this long lens out and took a picture of me.
Oh, really?
So I was like, dude, whatever, like whoever that is, maybe it is just a tourist, but I was like, either way, like I'm a reporter, man. Like I've reported on like a lot of like I was telling the chat, like, you know, Russian intelligence and like people who are like I don't care.
Yeah.
You can take my picture all you want. Like,
I mean, you can
what?
only take so many pictures before it's like, okay.
report on White House officials. Like,
Yeah, those are dangerous people.
like. Can you guys hear that music? Let me know if you can. All right, so what a song. No, but really, how did that song not win, Grammy, Oscar, Tony? It just... How scared were the people writing that, you think? Like, if they didn't hire an outside vendor, like... Like, it's like working for, like... It's like something out of, like... I don't know. North Korea or Kim Jong-un, or, like, imagine, like, you have to write this song, and if you don't do a good job, like, something bad's gonna happen to you. Remember Saddam Hussein with the soccer team? They were like beating the soccer players because they lost the match. Like that kind of thing. Makes sense. It's a nice day out here. Too loud and clear. Look at this. Yeah, and they have that center. I think it's their media facility is I know where that is too. There's another one in Hollywood. There he is. One flyer at a time. That's I was saying I'm surprised that flag song never won a Grammy or an Oscar. It's good.
Awful.
Yeah. Yeah, that's songwriting. Was that Lennon McCartney? What do you guys think?
I know Travolta has a song.
Yeah, man.
I love the Scientology surveillance zone.
Oh yeah. Let me look at that one. Scientology. Yeah. More like DOA surveillance zone. You should get a few of those. DOA surveillance zone.
I'm glad I got my socks back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That chapter's over.
Yeah, that's crazy they did that. They took your socks.
And for what reason? Like,
Active investigation, man.
they
Socks.
kept all the other stuff for the investigation, so the socks, they determined that the socks was not part of the investigation anymore after a month and a half. And my 2 power cords? What the fuck am I going to do with the power cords? You got the computer still.
Oh.
Thank you for giving me back my cords.
You got any plans for the rest of today, or just
I'm gonna be here.
cool?
I'd love to go to Love the Bell, but I don't trust the Hollywood division enough. Not that I have any more confidence in the Northeast division, but I have less confidence in the Hollywood division.
Oh.
Because yesterday when they did the swatting call, I felt as though they did a good job of responding. They came with an officer. They did an investigation by asking a few questions. It literally took a second.
Wow.
And then they determined that it was not real.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that stream, what happened to that?
It just deleted.
That's crazy.
I don't know how it deleted. I really don't know how it deleted. I really haven't had a stream be deleted in a long time.
Because I wanted to put in a public records request, like I did for the other incident that happened with you. I mean, I know there's been more than one, but so I was looking for the time, and then I went to stream and it was gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to do that later. I put in a few public records requests. No luck so far. But I'll get it. I always get it.
Well, and what's his name got the fire calls? Maybe the fire calls.
Yeah, Zach did. I was telling the chat that I need to figure out why those are released. Either he got it from the fire department, or I need to ask Zach what he did.
Yeah.
If he did something, better, like I need to figure it out. So. Because I'm usually pretty good at getting those, but that's a weird one. Okay, Chichikana, cool.
Chichikana.
Maybe I could get that from you, or I'll drop you an email, or whatever. We'll figure it out. Huh. Scientology surveillance zone. There it is. DOA surveillance zone. Anonymous.
I like the troll of it. I'm not anonymous.
Yeah, no.
Anonymous is like I mean, they identify a group with a mask.
Yeah.
Which is from a movie.
Yeah. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Much appreciated. If anyone wants to help us build the channel, there's links and there's donation links in the profile and in the description of the video.
I've been doing some signs at some peculiar places.
Well, got to change it up. Can't be routine. Got to change things up. We're going to call this Walking with DOA. Strolling with DOA. Yeah, that's better. I know you're going to write that book, The Art of the Protest.
I actually like that. I like that. That's a good title to it.
Yeah.
It's a good, because I could give chapters of different styles of activism.
Yeah. $132 people. Thank you. This phone is working. It's my backup phone because I found out I was getting throttled because I used so much data on my main phone.
That's what happened. How many people in your chat said that they were using scramblers?
I never heard of that.
Oh, okay.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, well, that's something that chat sometimes likes to get into.
Oh wow. Oh, I see. Yeah, somebody might have said that, but I thought it was just bad service, but it turned out I went over the limit. Excuse me.
So it was just. They say it's unlimited.
Yeah.
But it's not unlimited data.
Yeah. Scientology is my phone provider, by the way, unfortunately.
Scientology is?
Yeah. You guys didn't know that.
I knew you were.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The whole damn time, man.
Scientology wireless. Yeah, it's beautiful out. It is a little windy.
I'm amazed at how I'm starting to get to know all the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like I feel much safer here now.
Yeah.
There's quite a few people that are very anti-Scientology in the area.
And they come by and wave at you or honk or.
Wave or just
Yeah.
they don't want to be on camera. They just want to like pass by without being bothered.
Mm.
But even them passing by and saying that means the world. That just shows that it's appreciated, and also that it's effective because people are thinking. If it's not effective, people wouldn't be thanking you.
Yeah. It's like when you. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
No. I was to say it's like when you start streaming and no one's talking, and at first you feel like I felt so awkward, but then someone jumps in and says something, and then you feel better. Like.
Oh yeah, no, that I don't even have anything to say sometimes in this chat that gives me points you in the direction of what you're going.
Yeah.
And that could be good and bad. That could be bad sometimes. So.
Yeah. I'm learning.
It's not always good.
Yeah, I'm learning.
The chat is like a real fickle. I don't know. I think the chat is an interesting subject of the whole activity.
It is.
It's a whole life of its own.
No, it really is. Yesterday I was trying to ban somebody who was being weird, and because they kicked me back to 2G because of went over the limit. I couldn't ban it because it was too slow. So anyway. It gets a little wild in that chat, I'm sure. I think it's also important for noise enforcement or for anything to, you guys may already be doing this because I know Shichikana just referenced this, but it's important to film it. You always want to have that evidence. I mean, just something I've learned. I guess he's going down here. Yeah, he's really venturing out. Appreciate all you guys listening. 131 people. That's really cool. I think that's close to the most we had. I think we got 150. Yeah. People are listening. Well, that's why they call me the king of content. No. No.
Well, if we don't live in a monarch, then everyone's got to be a king.
Yeah.
There's not one king. We all have to be kings.
That's right. Master of the channel. Thanks, Felicia. That's nice of you. I'm going to need a new phone provider if this throttling thing keeps happening, or I have to add another line, which is expensive. But I know someone just referenced their cell carrier in the chat. I got to look that back up. Unlimited data. That's right, Fizzy. Master of your own domain. Yeah. That coffee shop is so good. The Vietnamese. It's this Vietnamese one. I went there before I was going to film you guys once. It was so good. It's like right across, like directly right there. Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so good. It's delicious.
Oh, I see it right there.
Yeah. It's a really nice neighborhood. Minus one particular thing, but everything else is great in this neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
It's a good one area of concern. Beautiful weather. Sunset is like, I think around 7:30. There really should be a documentary about this whole thing.
I think you're filming.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all. It's the people who are gonna put those videos all together.
Yeah.
Is what's gonna tell the story.
A really good documentary.
Yeah. It'll be amazing. It's wading through all the videos. There's literally gonna be tens of thousands of hours of videos.
Yeah, you're right. I should take as much as I can.
Yeah, no, I mean that's. If this keeps continuing at the pace it's continuing, it's going to have an effect and it's going to be historic.
No, I think you guys have probably done more than anybody. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's been some great reporters and activists who have shown a light on what's happened in Scientology, but you guys have something about the internet and what you guys have done has pushed this thing to a different level.
Well, I think that Aaron, with growing up in Scientology, is really one of the big, forces. And he said it yesterday. I listened to something he said yesterday. He said that. What did he say? He said that once there's streamers in every location, then a whole network could be really laid out.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. And like I think that's the most important thing is just to shit out of hundreds of streamers.
Right. Yeah.
What better reality show than hundreds of different streamers from all different walks of life, with all different types of traumas, with all sorts of different problems and friends and associates.
Yeah. Well said. You can't do the things that they've done and not. There's consequences in life for all of us, and one thing I've learned in life and in reporting is that your day does come. Like,
Well, okay.
I'm talking about them. Yeah.
This whole stuff coming out in the court case just this week.
Yeah.
With the fact that the Scientologists were going after the DA, like, I mean, how do you get away with that? Like, how is that? I don't think I've ever heard of anything like that with the church. I'm not saying that the church doesn't have, like the Roman church, like the Catholic church or anything like that. I'm not saying they don't have those things, but you don't ever hear of like them going and like threatening DAs and stuff like that, prosecutors.
That article is. I was just telling somebody about that, and to be clear, and you correct me if I'm wrong. I can't. It's part of a civil lawsuit, and I can't remember if they. I'll just couch in my words. I'll say somebody ran the prosecutor off the road. Somebody broke into his home. It doesn't sound like anyone ever did that beforehand.
I like how you think, Eric.
Well, you're
not jumping to conclusions or making assumptions, and that's like good journalism.
But somebody harassed the LAPD detectives on the case. But No, honestly, I can't remember whether the lawsuit openly, if they pointed a direct finger or if they just said these. I gotta ask James. I want to reach out to James Quealy, who wrote that. But to be sure, no one had ever done those things to that prosecutor before.
Yeah.
Which is, and 2 prosecutors or assistant DAs has declined to even, I guess, be involved in the case, which I didn't even know you could do that. Most,
DAs? Yeah, I mean, I guess they could just step down.
yeah. Most jobs, you can't really tell your boss, like, yeah, no, I'm not feeling this one, but maybe the rules are different there. But somebody ran him off the road.
Yeah, it's just.
So, you know, we'll find out. Yeah, I'm more careful than even my editors, some of them.
Well, that's
No,
that's
but-
what makes for like.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
That's what it takes to really accurately tell a story.
Yeah.
Is to not jump to any type of conclusions.
Yeah.
And we have a natural tendency to jump to conclusions.
Yeah. I also could be wrong. If anybody read the story and said there was a direct accusation, I do not remember that. But I don't know if DOA or you guys do.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just heard what Aaron was saying on the subject.
No,
so
no,
coming from.
No, you might be right. I don't know.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
I think a lot of him just being served,
and
like
it's,
just a task. That was just a task to get him served, and that's interesting in itself.
Chief Moore they're talking about also that the chief of police had this meeting with a Scientology, I think, attorney, and that's insane. I've never seen that happen. Like the chief, he took a meeting during the investigation with powerful Scientology officials. That's in the article. Like nobody.
What was this for?
In the same article that you were just the one you brought up, they mentioned a meeting between former Chief Moore of LAPD and top Scientology officials during the Danny Masterson case. Like he just met with them, kind of.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Obviously highly unusual. Like they interviewed some detectives who were anonymously, or some police officials who were like, basically like, what? Like, and then there's a dispute, as I recall, about what that meeting was about, because some said it was about Danny Masterson, but I think the church said something different. So, like, anyway, so.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was a really good reporting by James Quealy. Good reporter. And he found it buried in, that's why it's so important to read these legal documents, because it was buried in this massive civil lawsuit.
Yeah. No, sorry.
No.
The court papers and lawsuits.
Yeah.
And court case law, like written case law on subjects, are so chock full of, first off, the facts of the case or what has actually been entered into evidence, and then it's all there. It's all there if you look in the court papers.
Yeah.
That's where the story is told.
Yeah.
Through the narrative. And if you read case law, they always have that, like a case narrative.
Mm-hmm.
They just give you a breakdown.
How about they rename that street DOA Way? DOA Way. What do you guys think? No. All right, no worries. I feel you. Has a nice kind of rhymes though. We'll put DOA Way right next to L. Ron Hubbard Way. We'll have them face each other, face off kind of thing. I am shocked about that article because typically the worst thing you can do in this society is when you target police or something like that, then like they tend to open up on you in a really bad way.
Police?
Yeah, and I was saying like if the allegations in that story that someone guys, quotation, targeted LAPD detectives, typically you'd see a response to that. If it was anybody else or whoever did that, right? Like
another organization?
Or running a prosecutor off a road would typically elicit a major response. Like,
Yeah.
So. Wow, 183 people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do some more walks with you.
Yeah. Get the series going. Doesn't hurt that I frame a shot extremely well.
That's right.
Yeah. Getting there. Survivor Circle. I really like that, Amy. You know, I really appreciate that. That comment. You know. As someone who is a reporter, but who's also survived his own trauma, like we all have. I like that. Smash that like button. Thank you. And where's my mod? Where's SPTV? I need you. Yeah.
I also come with a lot of haters. I've built channels from my haters.
I mean,
Like, I literally was going on doing some panels with a guy who hated me because all my haters hated each other, but when they came to hating me, they all hated me equally. So the guy was building a channel off of putting my name and getting all the haters in there. It's interesting.
oh, for sure.
Interesting. I didn't realize that my haters could be beneficial if used properly.
Yeah.
If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Because then he started talking about me all the time, and I ended up doing an interview with Kendrick Wilson. I don't know if you know who Kendrick Wilson is.
I don't think so.
Kendrick Wilson was one of the whistleblowers in the Breonna Taylor case.
Oh wow.
He was hired by Breonna's family to investigate some of the they were FOIA requesting. He was paid like $19,000 by the family, Breonna's mom, but he's in jail right now on contempt charges. He spit at a judge.
Oh.
It's kind of crazy because he really hasn't been convicted of anything.
Wow.
He's only been held in contempt. He's been sitting in jail for quite a while.
Wow.
And he did spit on the judge.
Oh.
You know, so that like you're really
not a good idea.
you're really set. No matter what
Yeah.
your case is, you're really
Yeah.
handicapped on that situation.
Yeah. Please don't ever do something like that, chat.
Yes.
Not that you would.
I'm not advising.
No.
I'm just reporting
You're-
exactly
no,
what
you're,
is.
no, you're definitely not. No.
But
No.
Breonna Taylor's mom took a settlement from the city.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I think it was, I forget how many millions of dollars it was.
Wow.
But one of the stipulations in the payout was that all evidence was destroyed, which seems like an odd
Wow.
stipulation. So Kendrick released some of the videos after they weren't supposed to be released.
I hadn't heard that. That's
And Kendrick was like one of
Wow.
one of the organizers of like some of the protests in the Breonna Taylor stuff. There was a lot of different groups. There was the Grandmaster Jay's group, the NFAC, Not Fucking Around Coalition.
Wow.
And they marched with the new Black Panther Foundation in Georgia. Was Stone Mountain, I think it was,
Okay.
where the guy killed the person. They killed the black
man.
guy in the neighborhood. 3 white guys in a pickup truck.
Oh, oh
it
my gosh,
Stone
yeah.
Mountain?
Was that Ahmaud Arbery?
Yes, yes. Him.
Oh my God.
Stone Mountain, I think, is where they marched. The
Okay.
new Black Panthers and Grandmaster Jay, and then Grandmaster Jay and the new Black Panthers were also at the Breonna Taylor protests in Louisville, and also the Angry Viking, which is kind of like a right-wing
Oh wow.
group, and they had like a tussle, and there was a false firing. They fired off some guns, and 3 people from NFAC got injured
Oh my
from
gosh.
one of their rifles or whatever that went off. But they were going at it with the Viking guy.
Wow.
I haven't hit up this piece of
Yeah, the
material.
new property right here.
Yeah, new media.
There it is. When you leave, do they just take all these down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean.
But it's a game,
Yeah.
and it's for the people walking. It's for the neighbors. Really, more what it's for.
Right.
The neighbors seeing me out here.
Yeah.
Because the neighbors, like, that's I don't know. I learned that when I was in Bunker Hill. We became friends with, in West Virginia, we became friends with one of the neighbors. My friend Direwolf befriended the one neighbor, and then he ended up letting us park there, and we were right across the street from where we were at. But just the parking alone sometimes is huge. But the
Oh, for
locals,
sure.
and then people have to, someone's got to tear these down. They're going to see and read all of those while they're tearing them down.
No.
They're still doing their job, but one day, I feel like these are getting better. I feel like Scientology's a cult, just kind of like screaming our streets, my streets, or any of the weird chants that protesters do. Like, it really doesn't do anything to shit, except for really what most of those chants do is alienate people.
You think? You
Yes.
think whose streets are our streets is not effective?
I think it can be alienated. Well,
Curious.
it's been used by both. It's been used by both sides, but some people on the right will assume that it's a left-leaning thing with that language.
Yeah, this is a good thing about me and DOA because like I like that chant, but you and I actually know how to agree to disagree, and we don't get weird about it.
Well, I like the chants because there's something
yeah.
about everything being in unison.
Yeah.
You know, even like if you go to church and people are singing in choir and shit, they're singing in unison. There's something about a group singing in unison that creates community and like bonding and everything. And, and I like the chants, but like it just like our streets, my streets.
I hear you.
My favorite chant is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, fuck 12. That's my favorite chant. They were saying it in Minneapolis during the George Floyd stuff.
Were you doing activism there too?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I was there. I had a beer while the whole the gas station was burning. National Guard was there.
Oh my gosh.
I got tear gas, shot with rubber bullets, and that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, I bet.
That was like a war zone, man. Like, and it's when I left there, like your adrenaline's pumping. And here's what's my craziest thing. So I was there both nights. The second night, the National Guard came in. It was the largest deployment of National Guard in Minneapolis history, and the police on the best way to go after somebody is to break up the group. Any type of protest, so put a wedge in the middle and then then they'll wedge it again and they'll split it into quarters.
Yeah.
They divide it up with like a bike police or horse police or whatever. But the best time for the police to go after protesters is when it's over and when they're walking back to the and so there was as I was walking back on the Sunday, the second night, the national guard deployment. There was people at every intersection blocking the intersections, like neighbors with like guns and shovels and picks. Some were having bar.
I think what it was through legal request, they got the body cam, and the stuff that was happening in the police van, as I remember it, was really bad. Like, it destroyed the case. Once they heard what those cops were saying. If somebody remembers that one, feel free to drop it in the chat. And he had every right to carry he was legally carrying that weapon, as I remember.
He was like, he was working or he was putting garbage out. I forget what it was exactly.
Yeah, Portland was, man, I wasn't there, but
I would have loved to I'm kind of glad I wasn't involved in any of that.
Yeah.
I've had enough out in DC with so many of that stuff.
Because I had followed you guys. Like, that's how I'd seen your stuff. Because I had followed the DC stuff, so I knew who you were.
Did you follow just through like the Freedom Corner or through the convoy stuff?
So I followed the convoy and then the Freedom. Like, I followed like 17. So it was convoy, then 1776, right?
Yeah.
Restoration, and then
And then Freedom Corner.
Yeah. And then
some of them were doing the Freedom Corner.
Yeah.
I didn't want to touch it, man. The first time I did the first time I protested the Freedom Corner, I cried.
Oh. Oh yeah, I heard you say that.
Yeah, the first time I protested, because I was Guy Bassett's story. I was mistaken, and I thought it was the son and the husband were involved in the Capitol stuff, but it was the son told on his husband because Guy's wife, Nicole, is at the Freedom Corner. She's like one of the main Freedom Corners. And she's just like a ditzy, I don't know about. She's just a little party animal.
Nicole Ruffett.
Ruffett.
Yeah. She I don't know too much about her, but like that, it's just like they need to, all of them at the, if you guys don't know, the Freedom Corner is a group of I mean, I'm just going to use my own words
Say-
here.
say-
DOA has his own thing.
I'm just
No, no.
putting posters up.
It's they're January 6th apologists who gather outside the DC jail where some of the particularly more violent defendants are held pending, before conviction or before their trial.
I think that's an accurate description.
Yeah, and they're out there every night.
Yeah, I did the 1 year anniversary and I had a fucking blast. I had so much fun.
Wow. Yeah, I was in DC on my Twitter profile. I got a picture of I was at an event and it was the remnants of the convoy. They're just all sitting there, lawn chairs, I guess. It's pretty.
Well, it was weird. The lawn chairs could be effective. La Poubelle started off with me in a lawn chair.
Yeah, someone was telling me that because I asked that. I was trying to remember how the protest moved from this information center, which was started by William, to La Poubelle, and then the chat told me that it was you.
Yeah, well, Laura and God, I can't remember his name. He's that film director guy. The indie punk. He did,
That's the Billboard guys.
he did the Green Day documentary.
Oh wow!
I forget what his name is.
Look at. Oh, this is a good shot. Look at the Billboard guys. The remnants of the Billboard. That was. Wow, there's nothing up there now.
It's crazy. It's crazy that wasn't put back up.
Look at
I
that.
hope they got their money refunded.
Yeah, I was interested in that, because they paid up front, right?
Yeah, I think
It's a lot of money, I think.
Yeah. I think that's like 10 grand.
Look at that billboard. It looks
Look at all
bad.
the cameras.
Yeah.
They didn't catch the vandals stealing the sign. You guys
Wow.
didn't catch the vandals, you stupid fucks.
Philando Castile was tragically, I think, a different story than the one we were talking about, if I'm correct. In that case, he also was legally carrying a weapon, but he was, but he was pulled over. I think he was heading to work. It's very sad that there's so many of these incidents that, I mean, it's terrible. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. It's like, oh. Yeah, I would love to go on Aaron's show, Aaron Smith Levin. I mean, you'd be a great guest.
Oh yeah. No, he does good. He's got a good way of rallying everybody.
When I wrote the stories on the PPP loans, I exchanged a couple messages with Aaron. He was extremely nice.
Yeah.
Very nice guy. Wow. Strolling with DOA.
I went here the other day.
Oh yeah.
Amazing how expensive food is here, though.
Oh, I know.
It's like
I know.
insane.
I know. No, it's.
I don't know how you could just. I don't know. It's just amazing how people survive.
Yeah. It's harder and harder to survive in this country. That's for sure.
Like, all this is owned by them too back here. Like, I don't have to get over on this side often.
The building's over.
Because I think they come in the morning if I'm here. I think they come out on this end. They walk all the way down.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that.
They walk all the way down and then cross over on Sunset. And then they come in from the front entrance.
Yeah, the surveillance cameras are always kind of a. It's just not normal. It's not normal to have that in front of your house. Like most people, I mean, a lot of people have cameras, but not like that.
Why?
Not
what?
like.
What the fuck do they need those cameras for?
I have cameras, but I report on neo-Nazis, and people have come to my house before, which is very concerning. So I put up a few cameras.
Fair.
But yeah, I had someone.
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras that you can see just right there.
It's like old school cameras too. Like when you go into like a, I don't know. It's like a. I don't know.
And they painted all the poles. They painted it their color. All the public poles.
Really?
Yeah, like over there.
Interesting.
And on the front there, they pretty much think that they own everything. That's another reason why
DOA owns everything, I think.
Yeah, I do. I live here, honey.
No, what were you saying?
I live here, honey.
Yeah.
This is my block.
Whose streets? No.
Bitches. All right, now you look at that was funny.
All right,
That was funny.
I got you, man. I got you.
That's a fucking protest humor
I got
right
you.
there.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I covered all the LA 2020. That's when I started covering protests, basically. And
LA 2020?
yeah, it's pretty crazy. It was May 30th was when actually a bunch of us who later became reporters and stuff, a lot of people remember that day because it was May 30th in the Fairfax district. I don't know if you spent much time over there by the Grove. It's like a shopping mall, but that's kind of where things really started. That was quite a day.
With like Proud Boys Antifa?
No, just like the first, like my recollection, the first really big protest happened. The George Floyd protest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that kind of stuff happened too. But this was just the first big protest that day.
I kind of started getting my fingers dirty in the whole Breonna Taylor stuff, the internet, the live streaming community of it, because there was a whole live streaming community that was involved with it. That was some of the streamers and restreamers were overlaying into our streams, and there's so much, and even Kenosha, in that area with some of the activists and with the protesters in Minneapolis. But there's just so many like communities that form through the live streaming communities.
True.
Now, a lot of the stuff. Now, are you on Twitter a whole lot? Do you do the Twitter Spaces? If you're following a lot of the some of the right-leaning.
Yeah, I use Twitter. Like it was a good tool. Now it's not what it used to be. But Twitter basically launched my career as a reporter. I published an independent, my own investigation that went viral, and
oh, really?
And I started getting real work. That's
really?
Twitter changed my life.
Interesting. And do you still have that large following on there?
It's like okay. Like I've got a good following. Like it. I used to answer your question. Yeah, spaces. I used to go in spaces all the time. I'll still go on them.
Not as much?
Yeah, it's just the changes that happened after the Elon Musk bought it were not great for reporters.
Do you feel like it became more suppressive after?
I mean, I think that he bought it. Ego led him to buy it, and there's some evidence to back that up, or just which is not uncommon. That's a familiar story in America. William Randolph Hearst bought he wanted to own newspapers, right?
Yeah.
We've seen this time and time again, but
Yellow journalism.
exactly. And Twitter, it always had its flaws, but it was great for reporters. You could, and it had a verification system that, it was flawed and it was ridiculous, but it honestly knew who somebody was.
Okay.
Now, because you could pay $5, there's like the accounts are off the charts. I mean, I don't know if you have thoughts on that, but
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like all the major platforms limit free speech. They get rid of channels, and I was like totally against the whole getting rid of channels until people were talking about eating my mom's cat and shit. And so that was like,
wow.
Then it was like, all right, shut down that channel. Like, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not free speech. That's fucking, those are threats.
Yeah.
Because I've been pretty much against like shutting any channels down. Even I think it's a hard thing to move from fake news to like intent of crime with that fake news.
Yeah.
And I don't know where. I don't want to be the one who tries to say where that line is.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's.
Digital connected media, you're right. I mean, Elon unbanned every Nazi and banned left content. Yeah. A lot of
like TikTok too. Like, what do you think of TikTok? Do you think that it's controlled by the Chinese or not?
I mean, I think that like from if you want to use like a counterintelligence perspective, it's highly concerning that a powerful website like that or an app that's used by so many people is the Chinese government can get access to whatever they want. It's not like some big conspiracy. That's how it works over there. But in terms of what's going on with banning it and all that, I don't think that's going to work.
I gotta get more flyers.
Yeah.
I'm down to surveillance ones.
China is, it's an autocratic place. I mean, we got our problems here, but if what DOA is doing right now, try doing that over there. I mean, he'd be sitting in a. I mean, look what happened to you over here. Like,
no, I mean, we had a Chinese exchange student, Jack. His father was he was a communist judge, and his mother was a history teacher. He said, in China, we are not free, and we know it. In America, you guys think you're free, but you're not.
Huh.
And just kind of the belief system of, he just was like, yeah, we know that we're kind of slaves in China. In America, you kind of believe that you're not. Until you really go through the court system, then all of a sudden shit changes. Because there's so much that could be done to you ahead of trial that stops you from having an ability to properly represent yourself. Meaning seizing assets, controlling funds, blocking you up, not having the ability to get a job to even pay for a lawyer. There's just so much, and we have more prisons than North Korea.
I mean, I wouldn't be. I don't actually know how many prisons they have, but I know we lead the world in incarceration.
Yeah, so that by
as far as I know,
statistic, we have to have more than Korea. I guess no.
I mean, honestly, the truth is, I don't know how many prisons they have in North Korea.
I don't think anybody really knows.
But your bigger point that this country leads the world in incarceration and not just that too, makes it a business.
Well, yeah,
it's a business here.
You have private prisons, the commissary, the phone calls, the bail, and then the lawyers.
Yeah, like it's a business here, which is
Someone got me a bunch of tape today. Brought me a drone yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, here, I got something for you actually.
Oh, man.
You don't, it's not for me.
I was like, oh man. I mean, I can't accept that.
Which one?
Oh man.
This is not
Really?
for me. It's not for me.
Oh.
She gave me like a bunch of them.
Wow, look at that, guys.
SP.
Look at this beautiful bracelet.
This one's from Heather in the library.
Heather in the library. Wow. Thank you.
You want the SP or the F sign
Oh.
2 or S una secta?
I like this one.
That's
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wow, cool.
I got. She had a Xenu. I got a Xenu.
Oh my gosh.
She gave me
oh,
that.
that's
CD,
so
but
funny.
I changed.
Yeah, guys. Sorry, I'm not really reading the chat, but I'm glancing and I see there's some activity where I'd be banning people, but it's hard to both focus on DOA and do that.
I'll yell at them for you. I could ban them from here.
Right-wing apologist trolls. Well, I put a bunch of you in jail. I'm not just a journalist. I've been an investigator too. So, just something to keep in mind. If you were at J6, or you were discovered at J6, or you tried to hide at J6, keep in mind, I might have been the person who figured out who you were. And that work is not done, and it's never going to be done. We're going to ID every one of you. And that goes for all people who put down, who hurt people based on their gender identity, their sexual orientation, race. So don't bring that into this channel, please. You're welcome anytime. No, sorry. Oh, it's you. You get kind of like shaky. Like you get what is it? When someone's walking up on you, you just get kind of like.
I get. If anyone
Yeah.
comes up on me, I'm jumping, man.
Yeah.
But that makes you a little. It should make your head swivel more, because you do have to have your head on a swivel.
Yeah, you really do. I wasn't always like that. I mean, I even before all this stuff, I was not like that, but
Good form.
you cover enough protests and you start to get eyes in the back of your head, literally. All right, that's enough of that. By the way, using the word woke on my channel in almost any context will result in at least
hate
the
that
timeout.
word.
Yeah. No, man. Like I don't have time to go through the whole sequence of events. Like, please, like I don't even want to hear that word.
That woke is banned.
I mean, like,
What if I woke up today?
okay, all right. Oh, got him.
Oh.
Got him.
I'm out.
Got him. You got me on that one. Is that it?
That's a sheriff.
Oh.
It's the first time I've seen a sheriff through here.
Anytime, guys. Anytime.
Hell yeah.
How you doing, man? Hey. Everybody knows you, man. The star. You got to get this guy on TV.
Fuck that. It's hard to not living like a public life.
Yes, it is.
It's hard living a public life.
The minute you put your before when you mentioned or we mentioned China, I was thinking about one of my heroes who's it's Joshua Wong. They made a documentary about him on Netflix called Joshua. I really recommend it. He's last I checked, he was still in prison. He's an activist in Hong Kong who, we're talking about I think he was like 14 or 15, and he and his group, they successfully pushed back against government officials who I think they were changing textbooks or something. So it's this amazing story. And then he became a bigger activist from there, who was so effective that he got thrown in jail. But Joshua is a great documentary if you guys are really good.
When was that made?
It's like maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, they really don't come out when I'm here. They kind of did a little bit before, but they've really slowed down on the amount of people coming out. See, like, how did they get all these fancy, even the fancy street lights? They're nice concrete. All the lighting, they pay for that. They don't own any of that.
I can definitely ban people for their opinions. Sorry, I'm talking this chat.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course you can. What person would even say anything otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, it's not something I prefer to do, but like this. Guys, the First Amendment protects you against government interference, not private. Private stuff is different. I mean, I feel it, but
That's art.
oh wow, that's pretty
art.
pretty solid right there. Look at that, Scientology servant.
That's
like-
art.
Like if
Bam.
like when we talk about opinions, if someone says something racist, they're instantly banned on this channel.
Yeah.
So I can ban people.
Yeah, of course. Anyone who says different is an idiot.
I get it, and I don't like to do that, but like to ban people, but I don't stand for that. Yeah, guys, just something to keep in mind. I am reading the chat, but just keep in mind, public forums are watched by people and activists are watched by people, so what you say is watched by people. You know what I mean? Just something to think about. This block is wild.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's eerie. I love it. I love making myself comfortable here.
I feel like I'm in like the UK or something on this block. Like,
It's got a very George Orwellian feel to it. That's how I would describe it.
wow, 201 people. That's a record on this channel.
Nice, good.
Thank you. Yep. Yeah, sun went down. Oh.
This is the original colored ones, which are nice.
Oh, okay.
Even the person taking those signs down will be affected by them because they're seeing there's
That's a good point.
a humanizing situation.
You-
for folks here.
Yeah, you look at the flyer because you have to look. You look at it and then you take it down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's one thing sometimes that can pull a person
So it
out of.
takes.
Yeah. Well,
It's just the formula is different for every person. See, it appears that the building's so busy, but a lot of the nurses park in the parking lot here. I'm not sure if you're aware of that.
oh, over here.
Yeah.
Interesting. Gordon, I don't think so. Welcome to Flyering with DOA. Look at that sun. It's like, yeah,
I love the sunsets.
yeah, it's beautiful.
That's what freedom means to me, is being able to see those on my own terms.
Yep, absolutely. People don't. This country has a lot of problems, but in some ways, you don't really know freedom until it's gone. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that. Anytime, Felicia. Remember to like or smash that like button, as they say. In the chat, or excuse me, in my bio and in the description of this video, there's some links. If anyone wants to contribute, help us build this up. We got a lot coming. As I mentioned, I'm interviewing Joey Scott, who reported for The Guardian last week on a trigger warning for violence, a fatal police shooting in San Bernardino. So Joey's going to come on and talk about his work there and how he freed up. It took him 18 months to get these records from the sheriff's department. And we're going to do a lot of stuff like that. William is coming on, Film the Police LA. We got DOA here, which is really great and unexpected. That we got to watch him in action. How come you're not streaming, by the way? Just
I didn't feel like it.
yeah. No, I kind of thought that. I respect that.
Yeah, just
Oh, sorry.
it was too much.
Yeah.
It would happen. The trolls were trying to say things to fucking instigate shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not the dude.
I respect that. Yeah, my public email, which is also in the chat or in my Twitter profile. So it's elevay. So it's ELEVAI at protonmail.com. elevay at protonmail.com. Or you can do elevay at proton.me. You can always feel free to say hello. You can send tips. Tips can be about anything, guys. It doesn't have to be about, I investigate a lot of different things, so. I investigate far-right extremism, neo-Nazis, but I investigate cults, foreign intelligence, public corruption. I'm interested in anything, basically. Whatever it is. And as I've often said, the days of the oligarchs and criminals and all those things, their days are all coming. Like, I truly believe that.
I believe it too.
Yeah. You can't do these things forever to people. They push back eventually. Digital connected media. That's a really good question. I'm trying to think of. They asked me about a story I worked on that was close to me personally. That meant a lot to me. Close to my heart.
For me personally, it was George Floyd.
Mm.
We'd be at the protest to see that both the right and the left had some concerns about things that had gone on, both by the police and by the destruction of the town.
Mm.
To me, the police allowed the destruction of that town. I watched everything burn. There was 2 miles of just burning. Everything was burnt. Now, I've gone back there and re-examined it, and the place is beautiful now. So those riots actually helped the community.
Do you think, just a kind of open-ended question for you, do you think that riot is, or, I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but do you think uprising is a bit, or protest? I mean, what word is riot the right word for you, or do you
think trying to put it into one word is not right?
Fair enough.
Because there was burnings, there was all sorts of vandalism.
Yeah.
And there was a whole lot of people who were peacefully protesting that were there to stand up for what they believed was right.
Yeah.
And one of the tactics used by all the different police for all the different groups, including the J6ers, the Black Lives Matter protests, and it's always a declaration by the police that it's an unlawful assembly.
Yeah, that's big out here.
And that once that unlawful assembly is called, then you start coming in and you start beating skulls in and everything. And I believe the right and the left both experience that type of hard-handed control, I guess you would say. I don't think it's specific to one side. I don't think, because the J6 is a perfect example of some of the police stuff with hitting protesters. Now, at both things, some of the protesters attack the police, and they, if you're attacking the police, you're creating a crime. That's a crime. Attacking anybody is a crime, and the police, it shouldn't matter. Attacking anybody is a crime.
Agreed.
You're not, unless it's in self-defense.
Yeah, don't put your hands on. That's been watching these Scientology protests. I've seen a lot of bad stuff, but it was remarkable to me up at La Poubelle to see how many people were willing to just, like, people who came out of the bar who were just willing to put their hands, slap somebody's phone. Yeah. It's like, who does that?
Well,
I would never think of.
Who's a paparazzi? Like,
oh.
Like why? Like, the paparazzi do it all the time.
Yeah.
Which is they could be excessive. What the hell are these?
Yeah, they made a movie out of that. Remember that movie with Cole Hauser was in it? They tried to make a movie. Do you remember that? One of the stranger ideas in Hollywood history. They tried to make a movie about, like, I think it's like Cole Hauser is the protagonist who's being harassed by paparazzi. But, like, talk about not a relatable movie. Like, the average person doesn't necessarily identify with that. So anyway, I don't think it was a very good movie.
Interesting.
Battlefield Earth was another movie that probably was not very good. Scientology movie. I do still want to answer your question about that story, digital, but I was thinking about it. Man. I think I'm going to answer that question by saying my first story that launched my career, which was that Kelly McEnany's parents, the White House press secretary, got millions in PPP loans. Like, that was just really, it launched my career, which I never expected that I would do any journalism. And to see that happen and to see the response that something could like have an effect on people. You know, it's not like it was some huge story or something, but it did get a lot of attention, and it kind of like helped put me on the map. And I just never imagined that something like that would happen. And it was on like all these other outlets picked it up. So yeah, my first solo byline, maybe that's the answer. Because I never thought of reporting as I never thought that's something I would do.
Here's the guy who attacked Laura.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Sure, I hope you're having a good day.
No response.
You didn't know what to do.
Yeah. DOA said hello to, I guess he's
The guy who attacked Laura.
I don't even, he physically attacked her? Like,
He grabbed her phone.
he grabbed her phone?
Yeah.
I've missed some things out here, guys. I've been coming out to these, but
That was like 2 months ago.
Oh, it was 2 months ago? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Again, like, I don't understand. Forget about even what's going on here, but just the pure thing of how do you just grab somebody's phone? Like,
Yeah. Well,
like,
that's great. We just went full circle back to that.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, we did.
No, he thought. You see it all the time with First Amendment audits, so. You see it
Yeah.
all the time. Today, I'm actually amazed that these flyers are still all up. Usually, if I turn the corner, they're down.
Wow.
I get a kick out of this shit.
That's funny.
It's a great troll.
It's funny.
Yeah, there basically needs to be a 24-hour camera here, recording all the activities. Watching that video of Chris and that kid coming out and wanting to talk, and we'll probably never see that kid again. Like, I'm starting to recognize a lot of them, and who the neighbors are and who are not. Someone being on location is so important. Even with the camera running, someone not on location will recognize them.
It's on a monopod right now. But this is a smaller phone I don't usually use. On that note, though, anyone who wants to...
It's a
Yes.
perfect time to grip.
Yeah, we have a...
This is how. This is a more effective way of grifting.
No grifting here, just honest talk.
There's a DJI camera gimbal that's about $160. I'm saving up my money until I purchase it.
Is that the... You said DJI, right? Is that the Omo?
DJI.
Okay. I actually think I have one of those, but it's I'm just lazy sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. On that note, I added an Amazon wish list.
Yeah, there you go.
So on DOA's note, specifically what I really need to add is a microphone, external mic. So, but I do have a gimbal at home.
Hello. How you doing?
Man down. I think we lost one.
No, that's enough.
Oh, that's something else.
That one's still up. I like that one. See, when you walk, you can't miss this shit. That's all you see on both sides.
Over 200. Incredible. Thank you guys.
Over 200.
People watching. Very cool. Unfortunately, 100 of them are no. You can make a joke there.
It might probably be more 120, 130.
215 likes. Awesome. This format is interesting because reporting takes a lot of time, and it's there's this instant gratification or whatever with this. I don't know if that's the right word, but it is addictive. Whereas like I don't know, like I said, sifting through documents or stuff, it's very rewarding when your story comes out. But there's something nice about doing this, especially because I didn't know that we would even interview DOA today. That's a nice flower.
Oh, that smells good. Is that honeysuckle?
Man, I'm not even sure. Well, that's the chat.
Sometimes you gotta just stop and smell the flowers.
Yes, you do. Amen.
Yeah, no, I like it. My trolls will help build channels. They help subs. They help the algorithms.
Yeah.
They'll even do super chats just to troll me.
Yeah.
So the people make money off of it.
That I think I talked to you about that. That blows my mind. That like paying money to troll. It's like, oh,
I've done.
thank you. Oh, you haven't.
I
You
did
done?
Oriole Express a couple times. Taco Joe, First Responder Media.
And yeah, those guys are both California based, so
Yeah. And then Wyckoff. I don't know if you know Wyckoff.
I don't think I know him.
Wyckoff was one of the streamers from 1776. He's a piece of shit.
Oh man. How long are you gonna stay out here, do you think?
I don't know.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
You go by instinct.
Yeah, I just
I'm
go
the
by
same
how
way.
I feel. Like if the cop, like I'll be like, I'm gonna stay out here forever. Then the cops come, my heart's beating. It's like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Or
have
something
to.
sketchy happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to bail pretty soon. I think it's been a great day.
Cool.
But I have a feeling, guys, that there's going to be more going on tonight. That's just my guess.
Yeah.
Like whether DOA is streaming or whoever.
Yeah, I might stream later. I just didn't feel like streaming right now.
Guys, is it that hard not to just be like nice? Like I'm not reading the chat that much, but just be like kind to each other. It's not that hard.
No, it's crucial to having conversation. Just not forcing an echo chamber.
Did you? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Brooke, I think reporting on this country is honestly like, I've done some work in other countries, or at least like I have contacts, or I've written stories about Russia, or where else? Israel. We wrote about some interesting. My buddy Scott Stedman and I, we had an independent outlet called Forensic News, and we wrote an interesting story on a company called Wikistrat, which is still around. It's they're what's called crowdsourced intelligence, or they gamify situations like war games, that kind of thing. So, and they were run by Joel Zammel, who's a well-known sort of private intelligence person. But my best work has always been about the United States. There's a lot going on in this country. Yeah, it's getting a little wild in this chat, man. I don't know how you do it. Oh.
Yeah, there's only so much you could say.
Yeah. No, Brooke.
And it just becomes a broken record. It's just like, okay, oh gosh, please don't say that.
Yeah, I mean.
Like it hasn't stopped me. I'm not in jail. Like.
Yeah, Brooke, it's a great question. And I think I've forgotten a few stories. Like I'm going on 3 hours sleep right now, just in case anybody missed the beginning. So, yeah, I'm super exhausted. I was up late. I did catch a couple hours, but this has been I think this actually has been this has been maybe my favorite day as I learned streaming. That got to spend a couple hours just watching DOA do activism. It's fascinating.
So stupid too, just putting flyers up. Like that could be effective in any type of way. I feel like the flyering is super effective. It's very super effective to this.
Well, it must be because people keep ripping it down. If it wasn't effective, it would be left up.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Flatlines is making better and better flyers, and like they have some humor, to have some fun with it. I think we're gonna be. I think we haven't even seen where the flyers are gonna go.
Interesting.
Because people are more willing to do it if they see that they're going up. Like, literally, this is memeing.
Interesting.
I'm literally doing an IRL meme.
Yeah, just to Eric's style. Eric's style is, calm, professional. They said they need to adjust to my style. Not DOA stuff. No, DOA.
But hey, you have to have that. Some days you want to listen to rock and roll. Some days you want to listen to classic rock. Like, you're never. You don't always want to hear the same shit. Yeah. I love the variety of characters, man.
Oh, it's fine.
I had Zach had me laughing so much Wednesday night.
He's an interesting guy.
Oh yeah, hey.
Oh hey Jess. It's Jess Palmadesa, live streamer.
Guys were like one turn ahead.
Hello, how you doing?
Well, you're the most fit girl in LA, man, so you shouldn't have any
How you doing?
issue.
Hey,
I'm
Jess.
probably not the most fit guy in LA, so.
I wasn't about to.
She was cracking up the other night with that thing with Zach.
The parking ticket.
Oh God.
She was laughing.
That was awesome.
That was my favorite part.
The best thing of my
Was
life.
watching. Yeah.
That was the best thing of my life. He's taping up all the scooters.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I did the garbage cans. Over
I know.
there.
As I was walking, I was just showing each one. I'm like, this is great. Oh, guys. And these are Will's scooters, so Will's gonna have to ride around with
Oh,
them.
he owns these, huh?
Pretty much. Uses them more than anyone else, I feel like. Yep, gotta get all the light poles.
Yeah, every service.
Guys, right there, that was the world's famous spot that Zach got the ticket.
Oh, right here?
This is a
Oh, there should be a plaque up there. There should be a plaque.
A plaque, yes.
You-
He was in my chat like 1 hour ago talking about the ticket.
I'm sensing some content, DOA, content opportunity. A nice plaque for where Zach got his ticket, like a.
All right, well, show me where is it
I'm just.
exactly?
It was.
It was like where that green car is, the Jeep.
Okay.
Yeah, like a real nice plaque, you know.
Exactly right there.
Okay.
Zach, what's the name? Ellison? Zach.
The
Here-
the comment that Scott went to jail DOA went to jail 3 times and didn't complain as much as Zach
Yeah.
did for a parking
No,
ticket.
literally, they were like DOA's gone to jail like multiple times. People have been swatted. Justice car was towed, and nobody even came close to the reaction we got from Zach's parking ticket.
Yeah, he really doesn't like tickets, huh? Oh shoot. Hey guys, I got a family. I got to make a phone call. It's important. I don't usually stream on this phone. That's why. Yeah, I got to take care of this right away. Hey guys, it was a real pleasure today.
Chat.
Yeah, watching DOA, and it's good to see Jess.
Out in the wild.
I got to cut this short. Sorry. Don't forget to just follow the channel, and you guys be safe out there. All right, take care.